Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Don't's game. And today we're going to be side questing for not Morgan Freeman, because this game needed more padding.
I'll just go do something else then.
Well, they needed to bump it up past 6 hours, you know, because who's going to buy a game shorter than that, right?
Actually, there is a purpose for what we're doing. This is the story chapter where we get our devil trigger.
Looking forward to it.
Indeed.
John lied.
At any rate, we need to get Phineas his eye back from the harpies before he'll show us where the devil trigger thing can be found.
Kind of wish you can control the loading screen combos though, like you could do it in Bayonetta.
Yeah, that would be helpful. Bayonetta 2 actually has something neat. You can press a button to enter practice mode while you're in the loading screen, basically stopping the loading screen from ending before you're done practicing.
That was nice.
I think it's nice.
Well, no, it's just the way you said it more. Oh no, I get why you thought he was Morgan Freeman though. It sounds like a guy really trying to do a Morgan Freeman impression.
And I'll take you to the tower.
Do you know, when he says that the harpies stole his eye, what they really mean is that the harpies stole half his fucking skull. Because
They stole more than that. God damn.
he has a mechanical head, basically.
So is he gonna be our tag along like Cat was for the next couple of missions?
He's going to be showing us things, but what this guy is he's a demon ally of Sparta's.
Or you could just stand there and let him torment them for a while. Oh, that's what you're doing.
Well, I actually forgot what I was supposed to be doing at this point. I thought they were supposed to fly away before I got there. No, I'm supposed to jump in there and then they fly. Oh!
Hey! That's not nice.
Give me my platform back!
Now I demand you! The guy's character design, though, does visually disturb me. There's just something, when you start... The head, when you start fucking with the head, I'm a little squeamish with that sort of shit.
Phineas is an interesting character design, and he has a good voice, and his facial animations are actually quite good. But after this section of the game, he more or less disappears. He's basically a pseudo-quasi-mentor character that they dropped in the middle of the story so that Dante would have a means of finding out that the devil trigger happens. Also, that's a demon train. If only we had Sabin here, we could suplex it to death, but we'll have to
kind of
avoid
approaching us very fast.
Yeah. You know that section in Resident Evil 6 where you're in the train tunnel and the train might actually run you over?
Remember when Ryan got smacked by a train in Mirror's Edge?
How long ago was that?
How long ago was Storm Eagle? People keep bringing that up.
True.
See, this is why I'm... Oh wait, Zelda 1, never mind.
We all have one, Ted.
Do I have one yet?
No, you don't. You should fix that.
Because you haven't recorded enough.
Get on that. Fuck up.
That's like, I think the most embarrassing thing I ever did was being kleptomaniac in Green Hill Zone. Also, this is like the one other example of environmental kills that aren't bottomless pits, because while the train's passing overhead, you can knock demons into it to instantly kill them. Do that here. Why am I not doing it here?
So does it have to be like as it's passing, or can you just throw it up into the top of the train?
Into the top of the train. Yeah, as long as they touch the train, they'll instantly die.
Okay.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, you missed.
Dope.
I can't wait for the 10:05.
A frickin' shield's prevented me from knocking them into the air. Clever bastards and their clever equipment.
Now, I can't tell if this is because of the capturing device or the game itself, but anyone else think the sounds are coming in a bit over-modulated?
What do you mean?
Like, very loud?
I can't really tell because my volume's pretty low, but it might have been my capture card at the time.
I noticed that shit the most with like HD ports or remixes that are You know, were initially PS2 games and they bring it over to the PS3, but they fuck up the sound for some reason.
Well, that's because they don't change it, and the way that the sound works in it through HDMI is different than through component, most likely. Like, I mean, I'm just pulling shit out of my ass here. I have no idea how these games work. Although, though, just as a general rule, I wish that developers did more for HD ports than just sort of slapping the ROM onto a new disc.
It's not a ROM, it's just source code.
You know what I mean.
Yeah, ROMs are, well, they're not going to use ROMs unless they're porting up really old games. But at some point, game developers started, actually keeping shit around. It's like, at one point in video games and TV, nobody really understood that there was a benefit to keeping old shit around, which is why half of the old Doctor Who episodes are just flat out missing.
Yeah, I was about to bring that up, actually.
Yeah, but these days, everyone's in this mentality where at some point we're gonna need to make a quick buck by re-releasing something, so that they're keeping as much as they can around.
I don't mind it as long as they give it added content.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Well, I don't mind it because it means they're keeping shit around.
Or they could be like Kingdom Hearts 1.
Properly scale the graphics, please.
Well, what was it, Kingdom Hearts 1, where they had lost all the original assets for some reason?
Yeah, they lost the source code and had to build it from scratch, which I sort of don't buy, because I don't know exactly what that means in terms of video game development.
If they lost the assets, they had to remake the models, but by remaking the models, they probably took bits and pieces out of Kingdom Hearts 2. And
or something. No, because I was more comparing to, because when someone tells me that you lost the source code or you had to build it from scratch, I'm thinking, okay, that's not really so much of a HD re-release. You're remaking the entire game. But you compare, let's say, Kingdom Hearts Final Mix HD 1.5, whatever the fuck.
365 over 2 days.
You compare the HD re-release to the original game, and it's 1-to-1 in terms of animation, model construction, all that shit. So when you say that you lost the code, I'm thinking you have to redo it from all over again.
Well, there are ways to retrieve assets from games that are already made. It's just not as easy as having the source code there.
Like it's how people can hack into. They might have had to hack into their own...
Generations.
Yeah, they might have had to hack into their own copies of Kingdom Hearts 1 in order to recreate the animations exactly the same.
Well, for a basis, yeah, not as...
Well, the animations they probably still had, because, there's a thing about animation data. You're not necessarily going to need the sort... Okay, here's the thing, okay? Have you ever compared Resident Evil Remake to Resident Evil 0 to Resident Evil 4 to Resident Evil 5, and notice that everything animates exactly fucking the same?
What do you mean, like?
I mean, they probably didn't have to go to Kingdom Hearts 1 to get animation data back. They probably just took it from Kingdom Hearts 2, or Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories, or Kingdom Hearts something or other, as long as it was one of the 3D ones.
It's pretty one for one. I played the original a lot.
Yeah, I'm saying those games probably had the exact same animations. For for Sora, for Donald and Goofy, for specific kinds of Heartless.
Yeah. I just like a little more clarity as to how exactly that they rebuilt Kingdom Hearts
you're not going
1.
to get that answer, right?
Honestly, John, they probably just took pointless busy work and tried to make it a selling point.
Maybe.
At any rate, there's nothing to really do here except break things, but this area is the Harve Nest. Didn't take us long to get here, but it's just a big old open room. It's also the glass dome of a building's roof. So the gimmick to this area is that we can't stay on the glass panels for that long.
But we can jump on them just fine.
No, as you can see, they just fell down.
Got it. You must be the eye.
That's right, Dante.
It looks like about a quarter of a man's skull. One of these days, the demon world is going to learn how to write complete sentences that aren't just "fuck you, Dante."
I don't even think that is a complete sentence.
Now, I'm actually using Rico Shot to somewhat decent effect here, because when you got a lot of harpies put together, the Rico Shot can bounce from one harpy to another and do some damage. Now, the harpies can stay on the glass just fine, but the
Well, of
moment
course, they're the bad guys.
the moment you start stepping on them, though, oh boy.
And if you do that,
Oh.
it's gone forever.
Wait, no, I lie. That's not strictly true. One of them just broke a panel. But if you fall down a pit, you respawn and you take a bit of damage. It's not like, you know, a really big thing.
It's not instant kill. Are there any instant kill scenarios in this game?
Actually, no. I don't think so.
Okay, I can do without those sort of
Yeah,
moves.
Bayonetta and its stupid QuickTime events and cutscenes.
Which I'm glad Bayonetta 2 removed.
Oh, so they're not. So I don't have to suddenly like jump out of a cutscene into a boss fight or something like that. Not anymore.
Yes. Bayonetta 2
Okay.
fixes that.
Bayonetta 1 was more obnoxious. Bayonetta 2 does it 1 or 2 times, but not really.
No, it doesn't do it at all.
I remember being sucker punched by a QTE actually pretty early on.
In Bayonetta 2?
In the demo, in fact.
Wow, they might. I don't remember any QTs at all in Bayonetta 2.
It was while they were on top of the train or something. When I say QTEs, what I mean is one-button QTEs, but if you don't hit that one button in time, you're going to die. And it's you know those really bug me because they count as deaths, like as if you had lost your entire health bar, and they're more likely to kill you than the enemies are. So they fuck with your mission ranking like nothing else.
What if you skip the cutscene though? Does it just like you just have to press the button?
No, you can't do that. Well, I've never actually tried, but I know they're not going to let you skip the QTE. Yeah, we got the eye. We're on our way back. At least I hope we're on our way back. How many side passages does that damn nest have? It kind of bugs me that you have to make your way all the way back down the tunnel to Phineas, though.
Well, is there anything happening in between then and now?
I don't remember. These things, yes.
Okay.
Those whirling aerosol blade demon things of death and annoyance, kind of.
It's a very long title.
They tend to pop up during backtracking segments and missions a lot. Oh, yes, there's something happening. We're fighting more rages.
Didn't we have this exact same scenario? Just like 10 minutes ago?
Yeah.
Oh wait, I don't think the train's coming by anymore. Okay, never mind.
Nope. The train's not coming by. It would be helpful if it was, because I actually would like to take advantage of that instant death effect against rages. Ow. Ow.
Hey, stop that.
You know, Lewis, you're supposed to try to not get hit.
Oh yeah, used for the handguns, number 3. The rages actually summon, like, fur needle things from their backs that hover above them. And you can shoot them down with the handguns just to prevent them from shooting at you. And you kind of have to do that, because projectiles, the saw blade air things, and the things that the rages shoot out, you can't dodge them. They just sort of home in on you. Oh. It didn't fall. I was hoping it would fall. Where's the kaboom?
I like the it's not much, but I like the slowdown when you deliver the final hit against a big threat. You know, I always like the
It's usually the final hit against the final enemy in an enemy group, like right before you're allowed to move on. And I missed this on my way in, so here we go.
What do you get for getting all those things?
Apart from the level completion bonus, lots and lots of red orbs. They're actually they actually give you the most red orbs out of anything. But you can only break each lost soul thing once, so you can't exactly farm them.
Do they respawn every time you replay the mission?
No, they don't. They stay broken, which is good for your completion ranking, actually. because the lost souls affect your completion ranking, the keys and the secret missions themselves affect your completion ranking. Once you've gotten any of them, it always counts towards your mission ranking.
Wait, what are the red orbs
So
you
you'll-
can do? Because you use the upgrade points to buy upgrades.
Red orbs let you buy things like expanding your health or double trigger or basically any heal items if you need to use them during the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like most of the time you're only going to want to use them for the health upgrades and magic upgrades that you can get in the shop. But items in the environment are not plentiful, and unlike Bayonetta, you can't find oodles of concoction ingredients around by breaking benches and stuff. So you're not going to be making your own either. Now, this is me trying to cheat my way past a locked door that I would need to actually beat Bill O'Reilly before I could open. I think I might manage it, but you're supposed to charge up your shuriken weapon, your chakrams, that's what it is, throwing discs, and they'll sort of hover on when they're charged up. The chakrams hover on a target until the charge runs out.
We're trying to sequence break.
Yeah.
Well, what
basically.
is it? Just like a secret room in there or something?
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what's behind this door, but the blue vine doors regenerate over time.
Well, you're not even on the correct level. I mean,
Well,
It's the entire subway's upside down.
well, if you could like start with an upward slash, you might be able to do it. Because out of all the moves in the combo you've got going here, only like one of them. There's like a ledge you could have stood on though down there.
There's a ledge you could stand on if it was programmed as standable ground.
You see, these are the
Cole McGrath could manage it.
these are the sorts of things you notice when you play a video game, trying to do things that you out of order. Could you air dash over there, maybe? Oh,
ask and you shall receive.
or maybe not.
Or not. Oh,
No,
look at that.
I made it. By air dashing, I was able to get enough air time on the first attack that I was able to stay up there and swing and kill enough of the vines that my second jump got it. And the thing in here is a copper key secret mission that I can't even get into.
What a waste of fucking time. But you can do it that way. I think it's an alternative method. I appreciate
This has
it.
been sequence breaking with BrainScratch Commentaries. Now John shall complete Super Metroid blindfolded while getting only the ice beam.
What happened to my hands?
It is I.
The eye. You have it?
That was a terrible pun.
He seems to be making more of them as the game goes on.
Well, that's them trying to make this Dante more like classic Dante. It doesn't really work, though.
See.
You had another eye,
I
you
can
know.
see.
That's what eyes do for you.
It's probably blind.
I think the reason he has a mechanical eye in the first place is because his real eye doesn't work.
You know me?
No. I knew your father, Sparta. I can see him in you.
Sparta was a demon. I'm nothing like him.
No, of course. You are Nephilim. I
Okay,
can
now
see
that he has his eye back, Phineas is going to be irritatingly mystical about everything he says. In fact, this is the kind of demon I wish all the other demons in the game were.
Demons.
And until you arrived, political prisoner of Mundus.
It-
I am grateful.
It wasn't a favor. You said you'd take me to that tower.
Of course, my friend. Of course.
So we're going to use this guy
This way.
to get to Raptor News Network, but first, we need to get ourselves a power upgrade that we're not going to use ever. Well,
Add to our collection.
or at least we're not going to use unless we have to, because there are some points in the game where you have to use the Devil Trigger. Oh, I actually got all the lost souls in that mission. In fact, I found everything there was to find in that mission, including the copper door that I wasn't able to open.
Well, that ending was lame.